You open your eyes for the very first time, and congratulations. You've just been born in the Galactic Republic. And unlike most babies, you're not just crying because you're cold, hungry, or confused. You're also force sensitive. Now, at first, that sounds amazing. You're going to be one of the legendary Jedi, the wise peacekeepers of the galaxy, the protectors of justice, the people with laser swords. Yeah, about that. You're born to an ordinary family on a Republic world. For the first few months of your life, everything seems normal. Your parents love you, hold you, and start imagining the life you'll have. Then one day, a Jedi arrives. The Jedi Order is always searching for Force-sensitive children. And if your connection to the Force is strong enough, they'll want to bring you to the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. To them, this is a great honor. To your parents, it's a polite way of being told, "Congratulations. Your child belongs to the Order now." And just like that, before you're old enough to understand what's happening, you're taken away from your family, probably forever. Because the Jedi have a very strict rule, no attachments. That means no clinging to your parents, no deep emotional bonds, no normal family life, no falling in love, no emotional dependence. Basically, the Jedi look at everything that makes life feel human and go, that seems dangerous. Better remove it. Now you live in the Jedi Temple with dozens of other children just like you. You're called a youngling, which sounds cute, but your daily life is already weirdly intense. You learn meditation before you fully understand your own emotions. You're taught discipline before you know who you are. And you spend your childhood being trained by an ancient religious order that expects you to be a monk, a scholar, a diplomat, and a warrior all at the same time. Pretty demanding for someone who still can't sit still for 10 minutes. You study the Force, galactic histories, lightsaber forms, alien cultures, and Jedi philosophy. And the philosophy is simple in theory. Stay calm, control your fear, reject your anger, avoid attachment, serve others, never act selfishly, which all sounds very wise until you realize you're basically being told to become emotionally enlightened before puberty. Good luck with that. Then comes lightsaber training. Sure, lightsabers are cool. They're also plasma blades that can cut through metal, walls, and people. And the Jedi hand them to children. Training starts with practice sabers, but even those can hurt you badly. You'll spar against other younglings, learn to deflect attacks, and train your reflexes using floating remotes that shoot painful little stun blasts at your face. So while normal kids are playing games, you're getting tased in a robe. Eventually, if you prove yourself, a Jedi Master chooses you as a Padawan learner. This is where your life becomes significantly worse. Because being a Padawan means leaving the temple and following your master across the galaxy. You're no longer just studying. Now you're working. A Jedi Padawan is expected to help with negotiations, investigations, escort missions, local conflicts, political disputes, and sometimes full-blown battles. You're still technically a teenager, but everyone around you acts like you should already have the wisdom of a 900-year-old space wizard. Your master might be kind and patient, or they might be cold, distant, secretive, and impossible to please. And since Jedi Masters believe hardship builds character, a lot of your training boils down to figure it out. Don't panic. Also, if you fail, people might die. No pressure. And if you happen to be a Padawan during the Clone Wars, then your situation becomes catastrophic, because now the Jedi aren't just peacekeepers anymore. They're generals, which means you, a Padawan, are suddenly on battlefields surrounded by explosions, blaster fire, droids, and death. You'll see clone troopers die. You'll fight enemies trying to kill you on sight. You'll be sent on missions that would be dangerous for fully trained Jedi Knights. And every day, you'll be told to stay calm while living through the most traumatic experiences imaginable. The Jedi say fear leads to anger leads to hate, and hate leads to suffering, which is probably true. But being a child soldier in a galactic war also leads to suffering, and they don't mention that one nearly enough. And the emotional part? That may be the worst of all. As a Padawan, you're supposed to care about people, but not get too attached. You're supposed to be compassionate, but detached. You're supposed to face loss, pain, and death without letting it break you. So when someone you care about is hurt, your master, your friends, innocent civilians, you're expected to feel it. But not too much. That's not balance. That's emotional gymnastics. And if you struggle with fear, grief, anger, or love, congratulations, the dark side is now waiting around the corner for you like the galaxy's worst therapist. And here's the cruelest part. Even if you survive your training, even if you stay loyal to the Jedi Code, even if you do everything right, there's still a good chance your story ends in betrayal because the Jedi Order, for all its wisdom, becomes deeply entangled in politics, arrogance, and war. And when the Republic turns against the Jedi, Padawans suffer right alongside their masters. Some die in battle, some are hunted, some lose everything, and some survive just long enough to watch the Order they gave their lives to disappear overnight. So, why does it suck to be a Jedi Padawan? Because you lose your family before you can know them. You grow up under impossible standards. You train for peace by mastering violence. You're told to suppress the emotions that make you human. And just when you finally begin to understand your place in the galaxy tries to kill you for it. But hey, at least you get a cool lightsaber.